Hey everybody, welcome to the PPC Coach Mother's Day Bootcamp webinar. I'm glad you could join me. I apologize for the change of schedule. There was a big webinar that went on yesterday at the same time, and I know there was like 1,000 people on it, and there's a lot of overlap between myself and that webinar. So I had to change my date and time. I apologize for that, but first things first, can you hear me and can you see my screen? Give me a one in the old chat box if you can. Awesome. All right, we got a ton of people on here. This is good. Good. Hale, hey buddy, how you doing? Elkie, Jeremy, Bliss, Arthur, welcome. Adele, I can't really pronounce your name. I'm just going to call you Abdel. Nicolene, welcome. So what I like to do, just before we get into this, is I kind of want to see where are you located, because we have people from all around the world. So just type in the chat box where you're physically located geographically. Let's see, Portugal, Southern Oregon, Indianapolis, Texas, Thailand at my desk. Funny. Texas, the Netherlands. Wow. Philippines, South Africa, Southern California. We are literally around the world. Minneapolis, Michigan, Las Vegas. I'm jealous. I haven't been to Vegas in a while. I want to go back there. Any Canadians here? I haven't seen a Canadian yet. India. Geez, man, we are like worldwide today. That's awesome. Okay, so thanks for coming on. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day. I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to keep you all day. I don't like doing that. So let's dive right in. What are we doing? Well, we're going to teach you how to profit for Mother's Day. Okay, because there's a couple key components. A lot of you have bought some of my courses in the past, and that's wonderful. But then there's that one side that you're missing, which is kind of the accountability side. And that's what we're going to cover too today a little bit. So why? Why Mother's Day? Well, about $20 billion is going to be spent on Mother's Day this year. Okay, it's huge. These holidays are massive, especially for gift giving. People give gifts to their moms on this day. Everybody has a mom, right? And I know some have passed, and I apologize if they have, but um, people go out and buy their mom gifts and flowers especially. So if you can put something neat with that card and flowers, like jewelry or a coffee mug or something cool, something that really heartfelt, that's awesome. People love giving gifts to their moms, so we're going to take advantage. We're going to use that gift angle to get people to buy for someone else. So all of our ads are not going to target moms. They're going to target everybody to buy for their moms. That's how we do it. So the gift angle is something that a lot of you are very familiar with, but it works very well. That's why I continue to do it. It's kind of my bread and butter with online sales. It works well. And I'm going to show you some examples soon too. The best part, like I said, everyone has a mom, otherwise it wouldn't be here. So I don't know what to do next. Well, just remember this slide, okay? Because you're probably thinking, that's great. Yeah, the gift angle is great. Getting people products is great, but I don't know what to do. Just remember this. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm the will, so there is a way. So if you stay until the end, I do have something special for you. And this is different than what I usually do. I'm giving away a free spot, okay? So you don't want to leave this webinar. So stay till the end. It is literally the last minute of this webinar. I know I'm evil for doing that, but I want you to stay on for the whole thing. This is my kind of bribe to you to stay on. If you go to the end and you make a purchase and then you win, I'll refund you. Okay, so don't worry about that. But I want you to stay. Real quick. Now, why would I share this? So, basically, because there's more to life than sitting alone on your computer making money. Okay, if you are working a 9 to 5 right now, you get to socialize with people and get out there and get that interaction. But when you work at home or you work alone, there's more to it than just making money, right? Helping others succeed, to me, is almost more rewarding. So here's a guy, I show this all the time, Michael. I should update this because he's way further ahead, but um, just wanted to share a milestone. Hit 10,000 revenue today. Most of this was made in the last 28 days. Special thanks to Will. Launched my first campaign in July after watching the GB course that he put together. Stuff works. For all you new folks, I found these 2 points very helpful. You're not losing money, you're buying data. You do not launch a profitable campaign, you build one, right? It's very cool. If you do not give up for long enough, you win. Michael gets it. He's kicking butt. Ben is another one. I love this too. These are great. These are big milestones. So some Friday motivation, bought the course in late July, launched first campaign exactly 2 months ago. Will's system works. You just need to trust the process and put in the work. Okay, 2 keys right there that he says. So he hit the 1,000 sale kind of milestone. That's awesome. And then Cedric. So he posted this in my free group. So to everyone in this group, I will highly recommend the Gear Bubble course. Failed at Facebook ads for 3 years. Purchased so many courses I can tell the good from the bad. Purchased a course a couple months ago, and as of today, I had my first $1,000 day. Okay, so that's awesome. For the first time, I decided not to second guess him and do exactly what he's teaching, whether it makes sense to me or not. Again, this guy gets it. I'm not an affiliate. I don't sell necklaces on Gear Bubble. This is the best course I've seen so far. He's not selling bullshit because I know I follow other high earners and he's on the same page with them. Will's just a better teacher. Okay, that's why I do it right there, and that's why I've done another, not course but bootcamp. Okay, more on that later. That's coming up. So time for the intro. Again, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because a lot of you already know me. Who am I? Most of you already know me, but some may not because I've been advertising this webinar quite heavily, and there's about 350 people registered for it. So I have 5 daughters. That's me, Will Haimerl. Hey to a guy named Merle. That's how you pronounce my last name. Live in London, Ontario, Canada, about 2 hours from Toronto, 2 hours from Detroit. I love helping people with my coaching and courses and boot camps. My boot camps are becoming my favorite thing ever because they're interactive. They're awesome. I'm the founder of ppccoach.com, trained over 10,000 online marketers, started in 2005. I'm a veteran / dinosaur in this online advertising world. Okay. I learned a lot over the years, but it wasn't always good times. I started just like a lot of people. I had a 9 to 5, came out of college, university, got a job as a financial advisor, kind of failed at that. My last job, I took stock and option orders for TD Ameritrade, which is an online brokerage firm. And it's funny because people opening an online discount brokerage account, you'd think they knew how to use a computer, but they don't. They call in and do the orders. It's crazy. So I was super busy. As soon as you hang up the phone, you take another one all through the day that the stock market's open. And it was driving me nuts. I was really working my butt off. And I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. And I felt like I was missing something. So I took the graveyard shift. Less calls meant more time to explore online. And I found my first mentor. So all that exploration helped. He taught me the lead gen business. I had some big payouts. That's me way, way back in the day when my hair wasn't falling out. The amount, and I wasn't gray. The amount is hard to see, but that's November 23rd, 2005, $17,489.53. So this was on like your old school camera with film. We didn't even have these phones that we have today. And that was generating leads using AdWords and selling them to banks in the UK. So now, that was awesome, but now I focus on Facebook ads. So things are rolling along, then the credit crisis hit about 2006, 2007. My leads that I was selling are now worthless. Nobody was buying them. It was awful. I had all this knowledge. I was doing really well, but I couldn't do anything because I couldn't sell my leads. So I shifted gears to affiliate marketing, like CPA offers, which is cost per action, selling things for like dating sites and things like that. And that worked pretty well, but I didn't really like it. I felt like people weren't really getting anything for, when they enter their email or when they join a site, they didn't have anything tangible in their hand. So I shifted gears again, and I said, you know what, I'm good at this. I like doing this, but I really like teaching too. So I'm going to start teaching people how to do it on my membership site. And I almost sold that thing for like $2 million. Then Google decided back in October of, I can't remember the exact year, but it was awful. I think I blanked it from my memory. They decided, hey, we don't like affiliate marketers. We're going to ban 10,000 accounts over a weekend. Unfortunately, about 1,000 of those accounts were people that I was training on how to run affiliate offers. So what happens when your traffic source bans everybody? Your membership site tanks. Crash and burn big time. It was the worst. It was awful. I was devastated to say the least. Thought I was going to retire in my 30s. Couldn't do it. It hurt. Then I had an epiphany. Okay, I've got all this knowledge. I know what I'm doing. Why not just sell real physical products using Facebook ads and like print on demand companies so I don't have to have any inventory? That's the way to do it. I came back and I've sold well over $1 million online and counting. And I've done that with Facebook ads, right? And the thing I get a lot, whenever you put out a course or whenever you go in a Facebook group, you always hear, well, those who can't do, teach. And admittedly, there's probably some scammers out there that don't really do what they say or do what they teach, but not me. Everything that I show people is stuff that I do myself. So first, let's shift gears. I talk about mindset a lot in my courses and in my boot camps because whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And sometimes in order for us to succeed, we have to remove one block from our head, and that is allowing us to succeed and giving ourselves permission to succeed. Because we think deep in the back of our head, our brain stops us and tries to protect us from failure because it doesn't want us to experience pain. But we have to say, you know what? It's okay. We can do that. And we have to trick our brain. So we have to visualize things and we have to think of things that we're going to get. So just humor me for a second. Mindset more important than anything else. So just imagine what you want. So take a second, imagine what you want. You don't have to write it down or anything, but just imagine. Just imagine what you want. Is it a car? Is it a house? Is it paying off all your debt? Is it paying off credit cards? Is it buying a house for your parents? Is it putting your kids through school? Is it creating a legacy? What do you want to do? Do you want a boat? Do you want a four-wheeler? Do you want to, like, what is it? Is it a jet ski? Everybody's different, okay? For me, it'll probably be a new snowmobile because I love snowmobiles. And I'm in Canada, and I can't really use it too much where I live, but I can drive. Anyway, imagine what your life would be like when you quit your day job. Okay, that's number one. You get freedom. That's awesome. Even worth more than the money. You can pay off all your debts. Imagine what life would be like if you could pay off your house. Imagine what it would be like if you could buy a new car. If you could put a nice nest egg in the bank, not really have to worry about money anymore. If you can sell online successfully, and if you can turn it on and off whenever you want. You don't have to run stuff 24/7, 365. You can actually pick and choose where you want to run stuff based on holidays or based on events or just based on, you know what, I feel like running a bunch of campaigns right now. I'm going to do it. So I think that's one thing that a lot of guys get really bogged down in. They think that they have to run their ads 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. You can pick and choose. So just imagine what your life would be like. Would those things make a difference? It did for me. Once I started visualizing what I wanted, it made a big difference, a huge difference. It's like the law of attraction, right? A lot of you guys have heard about that. Whatever you put out into the universe is what you're going to get back. So if you're putting out negative vibes and negative energy, you're not going to get much except that back. But if you put out positive vibes and start looking at things from the positive angle, you're going to get that back. So it can for me and it can for you too. So let's dive into the training now. All right. So today we're going to cover 3 things: what to sell, how to sell it, and I'm going to go into some targeting this time on this. I switched this up a bit. How to ensure your success. All right. If you have questions, post them in that chat box. This is live and I'll answer them. I'm glancing over every once in a while here just to make sure everything's copacetic. And if not, I will definitely cover them at the end, which you guys will be there because we've got a big giveaway we're doing, right? Wink, wink. Okay, what to sell? Here are your options. And this is going back to, I'm just showing this from Gear Bubble, but we're actually going to use a couple different sources here in the boot camp. So you've got coffee mugs, which I never really talked about before, but I'll tell you, Mother's Day coffee mugs are pretty sweet. And there's a couple different options you can do for these too that I've never really showed you guys before. Necklaces, bread and butter, right? Bracelets, never really showed that either, but they work. Laser engraved necklaces, yep. Canvas prints, very nice. Nice little gift to give to your mom to hang on her wall, right? A lot of good stuff here. Shirts and hoodies, all that good stuff. There's tons. And this was a really good page from Gear Bubble. That's why I'm showing it. I'm not focusing 100% on Gear Bubble, okay? I am using them, and I'm going to teach you guys how to use them, but there's other ones that we're going to use as well, okay? So what are my top 3 as far as those products go? Well, I'll tell you. Obviously necklaces, right? Hoodies and coffee mugs. Now, coffee mugs is something I never really talked about because the margins are small, but when you can get a nice, I'll use the word custom coffee mug and put it out there to the Facebook world and get them to buy it for their mom, you can profit. You can still profit. Now, we need a whole back end system in place, right? But we can do that too. So it's not an issue. So that's something new that a lot of people haven't looked at, but it works really, really well. Necklaces, I mean, obviously you can put a nice touchy feely thing on a necklace, sell it pretty easily. Hoodies, you can put something funny on a hoodie. Coffee mugs are more, they lean more towards the funny side than the sentimental side, but you can do a mix of both too, okay? Now, as far as the necklaces go, what can you do? Well, you can do the lovey-dovey stuff. You can also do and like a nice kind of memorial necklace. Okay, so if somebody had a mom that passed away, and a lot of people have, like my dad passed away when I was in my 20s, and so my mom's still around, but I know what it's like. So if I saw something for my dad, nice memorial thing, I might think, yeah, I might get that, might get that for myself, just for my dad, just to remember him. So you can put together memorial stuff. The lovey-dovey stuff works really well, and it's your mom, so you can get as lovey-dovey as you want, right? Canvas prints are also good. These things, people hang them on their walls. You charge a lot more because the margins are higher, and it's a different thing to show people. So if you put together a canvas print with a nice slogan on it saying, "Mom, you are the glue that holds this family together. Without you, we'd be nowhere. We all love you to death," or "The best mom in the world lives here," and or something like that. Anything, and just throw literally text on a canvas print. You can sell them. They do work, and they work well. There's not much said about them because there's no courses or anything on them. Like everybody's focused on one single product instead of expanding their product universe to other different things. So don't just think that, oh well, Will's just showing me how to sell necklaces. No, no, I'm showing you how to sell anything, and I'm telling you what my top ones are. So let's see some examples. Okay, so this is one I pulled off Gear Bubble, and some of you have if you're on Gear Bubble, the platform, you've probably seen this already. This is to my wife, but think of how easily you could substitute to my mom. Not necessarily I loved you then, I loved you still, always have and always will, but you can substitute a different slogan in there. And just looking at the numbers on this one, okay? So 11,406 sold. That's a lot of necklaces. At $34.95, the profit margin, I spelled that wrong, from one sale is 27 bucks. So if I do some quick math, 11,406 times 27, that's $300,007,962. 307,962. Even if, now I don't know because it's not mine, even if half of that was spent on ads to promote it, profit's like over 150,000. It's not too shabby, right? That's pretty good. I hope in your mind you're picturing, okay, what can I do as far as this goes for a mom instead of wife to my mom? Without you, I wouldn't be here. I love you. I don't know what you can do. Put a big heart in the middle, big gold heart if you want it, instead of like engagement rings or wedding rings. But you can do that. Once you have a template, it's very easy to do. This one, right? I was talking about coffee mugs and how they sell. So instead of to my wife, you could do to my mom. You are my favorite mom in the whole world. I love you. Whatever you want to put, some hearts, some mushy stuff. You can do a color changing mug. Excuse me. You can charge $19.95 for it. Charge even more for color changing. This particular one, I see this all the time on my Facebook ad because whenever you click on this, you get retargeted by the guy who's running it, which is good for him. But I've seen this a million times. So this one has like 14,298 sold, and if you think about it, at $19.95, profit margin on a color changing mug is 10 bucks. Okay, so multiply that by 10, you're over 140,000. So even if you spent half on Facebook ads, meaning you spent like $70,000, you brought in 140, so your profit would be half. So 71,490. Not too shabby, right? For selling a coffee mug. Are you picturing in your head how you could do this for moms as well? Because you can easily shift this to moms. There's so many options out there. It's crazy. So let me just scroll down here for a second. I'm going to show you a couple others just real quick. Now this is right off Gear Bubble, okay? If you go to Gear Bubble, and I had to go in incognito mode, you can see some of these. Mom, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children, right? That's cool. That is a funny mug. You could easily make, now that $12.95 is a little cheap, but it's probably posted on Amazon or something. But you could easily make that a color changing mug, right? Do your own design, put your own spin on it. My mom kicks ass. When God made moms, he gave me the best one. You getting some ideas here? My nickname is Mom, but my full name is Mom. So all of these are just stuff that you can use as inspiration. Don't copy people, but make your own design. Momster, I can't remember what that says. That's not good. Mother. I am so very happy. Okay, that's not the best. Thanks for the jeans. You're way better looking than Dad. That's hilarious. That's awesome. That could be a good little coffee mug to make. Let's go to Amazon. Let's look at some more mugs. Now I'm looking at mugs, but we could easily translate some of these to canvas prints or like this one. Dear Mom, I get it now. Right? You could put that on a canvas print if you wanted. This one. Thanks for putting up with my spoiled, ungrateful, messy, bratty with a spoiled, ungrateful, messy, bratty child like my sibling. Love your favorite. Okay, with Gear Bubble, you can change your favorite to their actual name. You can customize it. Very cool. Very, very cool. Mama Bear. This one is pretty cool. And you can see 117 ratings. That means it's selling. Okay, that's at $13.99 on Amazon. But no matter how hard life gets, at least you don't have ugly children. So apparently, if you see that on more than one place, you know it's a good saying. So you can do up your own design. You can compete with them, right? So let's go to another place. Let's go to Etsy. Etsy's got a ton of coffee mugs and a ton of, you could type in mom gifts up here and you'll get a whole whack of stuff coming up. So you can see mom established 2018 for new moms, 445 reviews, 1734 Canadian, something like that is kicking butt. They're just targeting new moms. Even on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you can target people who just had a kid. It's parents 0 to 6 months or something like that you can target. Pretty cool, right? Papa Bear, Mama Bear, MILF, a lot of different ones in here. Little adult content there. Look at this. Mom, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children. Okay. So I've seen, wow, 5,846 reviews. That thing is selling like hotcakes. And you think, well, okay, so that's 5,008. If you do some quick math, that's like 7,000 sold so far. Man, it's burnt out. No, it's not. How many moms are in the world? How many? We don't even know. We can't count that high. You could still do a design like this and kick butt. And I hope some of you that are on this webinar do take that design, because you know what? I'm going to. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add to my idea folder. So I use my little Snagit, take a little screenshot, save. There we go. I just added that to my idea folder because I'm going to make one of those if you guys don't. Anyway, you can see how easy it is to find these examples of really hot selling mugs, right? So I'm just going to scroll that back there. So here's the key. Here's why am I showing you that? People are making money. And did you know that you can too? There's no reason why you can't do it as well. Here's two more. And this was without engraving at the time. So Pierce, I'm proud owner of a silver badge, 10,000 sales. Thank Don Wilson and Will Haimerl to help. Fantastic program, spells it out for you. So Pierce is awesome. He's kicking butt. He's probably like blown past me now, I bet, on sales. This is almost my favorite though. When I see posts like this, it makes it all worthwhile because he got his first 2 sales from the process. That is awesome. Your first sales are always your best sales. So why would I show you that? That's from people who like took one of my courses. I want to put you in the right mindset. So I'm showing you examples of big selling mugs and necklaces and people who are having success because I want you to think I can too. Not all the excuses that go through your head. Just, yeah, I can do this. I can do this too. Of course you can. If you give yourself permission, you can do this. Anyone can do this. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind. Do you think you can? If you are answering, I don't know, wrong, you can. The answer is yes. Okay, let's move on to number 2, how to sell this stuff. You need 2 things. Okay, you need a product and you need a way to promote it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to load this up on another screen here. Bear with me one second. For some reason, I closed down my Photoshop. There, it's loading. Okay, so you need a product and you need a way to promote it. So you're thinking, but I don't have a product. Well, all you really need is an idea. That's all. So you can do a design yourself or you can outsource it for cheap. I do mine in Photoshop, but I can also outsource to Fiverr, wherever I want. If you want to see me make a product, check this out. So we just went through and we saw that one that said about the ugly kids, right? So let's go here and let's see what that says. So if I do a new one, I'll do file new. And let's say I want to do an actual, I'm going to pull this over here. Let's do it pretty big. Let's do like 1,000 pixels by 1,000. transparent. That's good. So here's what I'll do. Pop that up, hit my little. Now, if you're thinking, slow down, Will, I don't know what you're doing. Just, there will be a replay on this, don't worry. So let's say I wanted to do that. Let's go up and find a cool font here. Let's go with one of my favorites, is Universal, this one. Okay, so I go like this. Mom. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, say I'm making like a coffee mug here. And I want to make one similar to what I saw, but my own design, so I'm not, treading on anybody's designs here. So I want to make that, and then I want to go click this little thing. And what I want to do, get up there. Okay, that's good. Text. Apply. And then let's go to this. Style. Let's do a little arc. Or we could do something like an arch. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I got my little arch. I go Mom, and then I'll do another one. I'm doing this live, right? So I would tinker with this a lot more, but now I'm going to do one here. I'm going to say, no matter what. Maybe I'll make this a little smaller. And then what I'll do is I'll do a duplicate, so I don't have to read this. So remember, the phrase said, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children. So let's go like that. Duplicate. Scroll that over. Okay. Scroll it down. And then change the text. No matter what life throws at you. And that goes off my page. So I have to adjust this. Just drag it over. Okay. Apply. And I'll just do another duplicate of that. I just do a duplicate so I get the exact same text height. Life throws at you. At least you don't have. And again, that went off the page too. So I'll just go like this. Okay. Click my little move tool, click apply. And then I'll just do ugly children. Oops. Duplicate layer, not blending option. There we go. At least you don't have. So everybody's saying ugly children. I'll say kids. I'll be different. Why not? And then I'll just drag this out. And maybe I'll make that a little bit higher. And then what I'll do is I'll move all this down because I want to put some little flower thing or something in there. So let's drag that whole thing down like so. Let's make Mom a little bit bigger, like so. I'll try and center it. I'm just eyeballing everything here. Then we can go like that. Okay, now let's put a little flower piece or something in the middle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to this. I'm going to go to Pixabay. I'm going to grab a flower. Oops. P-I-X, Pixabay. I'm going to grab, what do we want? Like a flower bouquet? Flower background? I don't know, bouquet. Let's grab a little one we can turn on to the side maybe. Something, anything, what do we got? I should have probably done this before I did the live, but flowers, flowers, flowers. That's pretty cool. I could do that if I wanted, or I could do that. So many options. Sometimes it's hard to pick. Well, let's just go with this for now. So the purple one's cool. Click it. Free download. Download. I'm not a robot. Oh, really? You're going to make me do this with bridges? I don't know. Which one's a bridge? That? No, that's not a bridge. I'm assuming that's a bridge. Oh, you suck. Street sign. Okay, so let's go to images, move this over. We'll save it as rows. Okay, that's fine. Save. And then I'm going to show you real quick how I can put this in here. So file, open, my computer, D drive, images, and then the rows one will be in here somewhere. Rows, rows, rows. I have way too many images in here. Oh, there we go. Okay, got my rows, so I want to kind of pluck out the background if I can. So I'll just double click the background to create a layer, hit my magic wand tool, put my tolerance up to maybe 50. That's not bad. Hit delete. And what I'll do is hit my eraser tool, change the size a little bit bigger. You guys are seeing everything live here. And then I'll just go select, deselect. So I want to remove this part. I want to remove this part. And down here, then I'll come up into the rows a bit. And there we go. Clean it up. I'd clean it up a lot better if I were doing this for a real one. Select all, edit, copy, go back here, create a new layer with my little layer clicker here, edit, paste. Way too big. Uh-oh, what do I do? No worries. Just drag that down. You get the idea, right? So I just created a coffee mug. And if you look at this one, right, I use that for inspiration. It doesn't look anything like it though. Totally different. Different font, different flowers, different everything. That saying is all over the internet. So I could sell that. I could upload that and sell it. It's that easy. So I would save that, save for web as a PNG file or export as a PNG. I have an older version of Photoshop. So somebody's asking, is there any cheap alternatives to Photoshop? Yeah, GIMP is the other one. You could do what I just did in GIMP, okay, if you really wanted to. But, excuse me, I'm coming off a cold. The reason I'm showing you guys this is to show you that design is not a roadblock. It's not. I whipped through that pretty quickly, and that's a little bit of an involved design, but I did it, and I could sell that. And actually, I think I will sell that. Maybe I'll make that part of the bootcamp, see if that one works. So the product is made. Now, what do we do? Well, I think you know. We upload it to the store or your favorite print-on-demand platform, and we sell it, right? So here's the two that I'm using. Gear Bubble, you guys all know this. You can go there to join it if you want. Or Shine On is the other one. Now, Shine On is more for necklaces, and they're awesome. I use both those places. You can use one, or you can use both, whatever you want to do. But what happens next? Like, yeah, that's awesome. I see a lot of people saying that's pretty cool. I love when you show that stuff, Will. Thanks, man. In my, I try to show something live in my webinars whenever I can, just to let you guys know that, you know, it's possible. All right. The Gear Bubble link was ppc-coach.com/gearbubble. That's my link, or you can just go to gearbubble.com. Okay, whichever one you want to do. So what happens next? So we've got this thing. So it's uploaded to the store. I can't show that part right now on the webinar because, I mean, we're trying to do more of a webinar, not a training program, like a full-blown training program. We've got to save something for the boot camp, right? So now we need to promote it. We need to be able to put our products in front of millions of people who are going to buy this stuff and give it to their mom. That's what we want to do. Facebook ads. I always use this slide in all my Facebook stuff because I love that movie. It's hilarious. My daughters make me watch it all the time. They're my favorite. They really are. So we're going to promote it with Facebook ads. So now this part, as you guys know, is a tad more involved. Things are always changing. It's crazy how much things change. There's a system behind this, right? First, we're going to test. We're going to use test ads to make sure people are buying your products before we launch full ad campaigns. So that's the second step for winning tests. So a lot of people seem to skip step one and try and jump right into step two and then wonder why stuff doesn't work. And I'm like, well, did you test it? Did it get a sale? Oh, no, it didn't get a sale, but a lot of people liked it. No, You can't put likes into a bank account. You can only put purchases because that's where you get money. The money you deposit in your bank account. Like, shares, and comments can't go into a bank account. I wish they could, but they can't. Third, scale your winners. Once you have them, you want to scale it up, get more sales. We have a deadline. Okay, now around the world, Mother's Day is a different day. I think North America, it's May 13th. So if you're targeting Canada and the US, you still have plenty of time. That's quite a few days away. Like, what is that, 59 days away now? We've got tons of time. Lots of weeks to make lots of products to get them in plenty of time for Mother's Day. Now, does that all sound complicated? I hope you say, nah, not really. I know it. I vaguely know what you're talking about. Or, yeah, I know this, Will. No worries. It can be. Honestly, it can be. But here's the thing. When we're looking at Facebook ads, you have to start with who should see your products. Targeting is vital. And whenever I invite people on a webinar, I always ask them, what do you want to see on like a Facebook webinar? What do you want to see? And 9 times out of 10, people are saying, I want to see how to target. I don't know how to target the right people. I think that's my weakness. I'm not sure. And I'm like, you know what? I've seen it so many times. I'm just going to go over it right now. So the best part with targeting for Mother's Day is who would you target to buy something for a mom, right? Can we go into Facebook and type in, I want to buy a gift for my mom or gifts for mom? Probably. There's not that many people. But think of targeting this way. Reframe your brain and say, I don't need to target by someone who loves their mom or that kind of thing. I need to think about who has a mom. And that's the beauty of this niche and this whole Mother's Day stuff is that everybody's got a mom or they had a mom. So targeting is not targeting the word mom or I love my mom or Mother's Day on Facebook. That's not what it is. Okay, I'm going to show you some examples here, but you're going to target everyone with a mom. So you're probably thinking, okay, that doesn't help me because everybody's got a mom. What do I do? Well, you break it down by niches. So I'm going to give you an example here on the next slide. Here's a breakdown, okay? You would use the narrow audience option in Facebook ads to split them up and segment your audience into pools of people or buckets, whatever you want to call it. Examples, right? Hunting and engaged shoppers. So hunting, narrow audience, engaged shoppers. Do you know what engaged shoppers is? Anybody? Let me know if you know in the chat box if you know what engaged shoppers are on Facebook. You're gonna love this. Yeah, it is. You're right, Lois. One who spends money. Jeremy got it. Engaged shoppers are people who clicked the Shop Now button in the past 7 days. Wow. Thanks, Facebook. You just handed me stuff on a silver platter. Now, when you use this interest or this behavior, it's a behavior, Facebook does bump up your ad costs a little bit, but it's worth it. So they're going to charge more because they have to do a little bit more work to find these people. But if we combine that with broad interest, so if we do hunting and engaged shoppers, fishing and engaged shoppers, Oprah and engaged shoppers, love and engaged shoppers, Jesus and engaged shoppers, whatever, Buddha and engaged shoppers, it doesn't matter. If you take broad interest and you pair them with engaged shoppers, it works really, really well for Mother's Day. Okay, and then demographically, who do you want to target age-wise? Do you want to target younger people? You do. But who's got the money? Older people. They have more money. So why not target older people? Why not go 35 and up? You know, you can combine them. You can split it. I'll show you that in a second too. But don't just stop at engaged shoppers just because I showed this on the webinar. Go beyond. Okay, there's a lot more behaviors and options here that we can use that everybody has access to. All right. So now you've got that. Now split them by gender. Split males and females. Okay, you don't want to combine them because you want to get some good data. You want to see out of females what age range works best. Out of males what age range works best. Then split them by mobile and desktop. Each device responds differently. I don't know if any of you know who Ezra Firestone is. He's like one of the top e-commerce guys in the world. He sells like women's beauty products on his Shopify store. What he does, all of his cold traffic stuff is going to mobile because he found that people will look at the ad on mobile and then he'll retarget them on desktop where they'll buy. Because most people do buy on mobile, don't get me wrong, but all your cold traffic goes to mobile. you can retarget on desktop where they're going to buy it. Okay, now I retarget on both, but he's got more numbers than I do, and that's what he does. It's awesome. He'll put up an ad on the phone. Somebody will look at it, and then they'll think, well, I can't buy right now. I'm on the subway, or I can't buy right now. I'm eating dinner or ignoring my family, whatever. But when they get home, or they're at work, right? And they just see an ad and they think, oh, that's cool, but I can't buy it. I'll check it out, but I can't buy it. And then later on, when you retarget them on the desktop at home, they'll buy. So you want to split it. Split your ads. Okay. Each device responds differently. Buyers tend to do it on desktop. A lot more are shifting to mobile more than anything, but you can do that. Okay. Now, that's the basics. Okay. Targeting is a whole big involved thing, but that will give you some value that you can take and apply right now to all your Mother's Day campaigns that you're running. Any campaign that you're running, split it up that way. Split them. So I've been doing paid traffic since like 2005, and it took me a lot of time to master it. Okay, through trial and error, money, spent a ton of money, and a lot of changes have happened since I started. So when a change happens, you can like do a couple things. You can quit or you can adapt and move forward. I like to adapt and move forward. That's what I do. So do you want to see me set up a Facebook ad campaign? Okay, that was a tease. That's a huge part of the boot camp. I can't possibly. We need a couple days to go through it all because it's more involved than just simply setting up a campaign. There's more to it. Setting up ads is an art and a science. And the art side is what a lot of people lack. Okay, the science side, what people want is, I want a checklist of every step that I do and every option that can possibly happen, and that's what I want. If A, then B. If B, then C. If C, then D. All in order, numbered. That's the science side to it. But there's an art side. There's the gut side that says, this ad, I don't think this ad's doing well. I'm going to pause it. Or I think this one has a chance. I'm going to let it run a little bit longer. Or this one's definitely doing well. I'm going to focus on it. You know, that's the art side. And that comes from experience. It's not easy the first time you do it. Okay, just like anything though, right? So with some help, do you think you could do it though? Of course, right? With some higher payouts too, that'd be nice. So if only someone put out a course on this, or a boot camp, even better, right? That's me. So you know where to get them. Let's look at the last part of the webinar now. Okay, number 3, how to ensure your success. That's vital to making money. That's why we're here. So I've sold like a lot of courses over the year. This is an old screenshot, but point is, over 1,200 people bought that one, and I've got a couple others since then. My latest one's at like 150 now, and a little bit higher price, but it's a good one. Anyway, I've noticed something. Not everybody takes action. Some people are collectors. They buy stuff, they put it on the shelf. They buy stuff, they look at like one video, and then they quit. And I'm like, man, that sucks. Why would you do that? It makes me sad. And I actually do. Sometimes I want to pull my hair out and I want to cry. I'm like, I just handed you this thing on a friggin' silver platter and you're not doing it. Why? Why? I know it happens. Lots of people buy things and never do them. But then why do they wonder why they're failing? If they didn't take any action, why would they expect to get results? If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. If you do something, you're going to get something. That's simple. That's it. I should put that on a canvas print in my friggin' office right here. So let's do an exercise. Imagine you want to work out, pun intended, right? You have decided that you want to get into shape. So what do? You go to the gym. So if you're a guy, you're like, man, I'm flabby. I want to get back in shape. I want to look better. I don't feel well. I'm tired. I can't keep up with the kids. I'm freaking out of breath walking up and down the stairs like once. That's not good. So you go to the gym and you want to build some muscle. You want to get in shape. Would you do this? So you pick up a dumbbell, okay, at the gym, and you curl it once. You do one curl and you leave. Does that make any sense? Would you get into shape doing that? No way. No way. Not even close. You need more. You need a lot more. You need a routine, and you need to keep at it consistently. That's it. That's key. Taking action and consistent action, not doing it once and giving up. Come on, you can't do that and expect results. If you're consistent, you'll see results, but they are not instant. They're never instant. There's very little that we do in life that gets instant results. Okay, maybe winning the lottery. I don't know. Even that takes a week because you got to wait for the draw. Here's the thing. I know, like when I lost 100 pounds, and I did this in 106 days about 5 years ago. I followed a routine and a diet, and I didn't lose it all overnight. It took a long time, and it was one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. But I did it. And when I did it, people thought, wow, Will, that's awesome. What are you doing? So I told them, I said, well, I'm following a diet, eating like 6 meals a day, 3 hours spaced apart. And back 5 years ago, that was what you did. And it worked really well. It kicked your metabolism in. Go for a run of like 2 or 3 times a week. Go lift weights at the gym 3 times a week. I was working out like a mad fiend. I had massive motivation for this back then, mind you, but I did it. And people thought, well, I'm going to do that too. That looks easy. You know, people see success and they think it was easy, but it's not. You go online and you see stuff on Facebook groups and you see big screenshots and you might think, wow, well, that was probably easy. That looks pretty easy. He seemed to sum it up in like one post, one screenshot, one post about how some generic knowledge about what he did. And that's easy. I can do it. It's not easy. Typically, success looks like this in anything in life, right? It's an iceberg. So what people see is the top part, the success. What really happens, there's a lot of failures, setbacks, naysayers, doubts, more hard work. Naysayers are the worst. That's your family or your friends or your spouse or your partner. And they say, what are you doing? Stop it. Knock it off. You're never going to make it. I love those people because they motivate the heck out of me. I actually want to pay somebody to tell me I can't do stuff every day when I wake up just so I could be like a billionaire. Anyway, there's going to be sacrifices, risks, late nights, early mornings, courage, persistent, and key is action. Action should be at the top of that list, I think. But failure is pretty close. People make their own luck. That's what I'm getting at. They do it through consistent effort and following a system. That's key. Here's 2 examples. Okay, so wait, before we get to that, how do you ensure success? You need to do something too. Okay, you need to make your own luck through consistent action. That's how you do it. And if you're struggling with that, then you need somebody to crack the whip and hold you accountable. You can be that guy or gal who got lucky, right? Wouldn't that be nice? You can. Anyone can who does it right. So follow a system and be consistent, then you'll succeed too, and you'll ensure your success. Here's 2 examples. They're just following the system. Okay, this is Jay. And Jay's really taken off. He's got 2 sales. Okay, those first sales, this is a new course, Engraving Profits. Excuse me. Highly recommend it. That's all. I love these screenshots. This is even good too. Okay, just saying, it's really inspiring. Gotten through the first 2/3 of the training. Just ordered 5 designs to get myself started with testing. Testing's key. All this stuff. This is my first course I've taken from you, Will. I'm super excited to see how things go from here. Thanks for putting this together, making it easy to follow. That's what I do. When I put my courses together, my boot camps, I assume you know nothing. So I cover everything. That way, if you do know a little bit, it's a refresher, but a lot of people don't. So I got to start at ground zero. I know when I started, I knew nothing. So I found a mentor and he showed me the ropes. And that's how I ensured my success. Okay, but most importantly, my mentor held me accountable. And accountability is kind of a big deal. Okay, accountability is actually key, but it's not the only way to ensure success. Okay, someone needs to show you how. Otherwise, how do you know what to do? I had someone show me, then I apply my knowledge to Facebook ads and physical products and all that good stuff. It's like anything in life. You learn first from people who know how. So things we learn, right? Walking, how to speak, riding a bike, playing any sport, driving a car, our job, parenting, right? Everybody offers parenting advice, whether you want it or not. I've got 5 girls and I've been offered so much parenting advice and some of it's baloney. Other of it is actually good. Now I actually bite my tongue when I see new parents coming along. If they ask me, I'll offer, but otherwise I'm like, you know what? You do what works for you because everybody's different. Every kid's different. Every parent's different. And a million other things. You learn it from other people. So how many courses have you bought so far, right? Be honest, you're trying to learn from other people. How many have you taken action on? There's a lot of action takers in here. I can see you guys, but be honest. How do we learn? We learn from others who have been there and done that. So if you name a sport, every single one has coaches. Mark Zuckerberg went to CEO coach because he was 19, started Facebook, didn't know what he was doing. Yoda taught Luke Skywalker. He didn't learn the ways of the Force alone. And I just watched The Last Jedi again last night. I bought it on iTunes. Great movie, by the way, one of my favorites. And Yoda's sitting there with Luke, and he's still teaching them, even though they're both, like, Yoda's been gone for ages. So it's awesome. So what if there was someone who could help you learn, right? Hint, you're listening to him right now. What if there was a system? Would that help you? I hope you're nodding your head yes. So let me ask you a question. We're coming up on the end of the webinar now, okay? Are you enjoying it so far? I hope you are. Do you think this stuff can work for you? I hope you're nodding yes. So we've covered, oh, that's wrong. What to sell, how to sell it, and how to ensure success, okay? So who wants to take things to the next level? If you are, put I'm ready in the chat box right now. And I'm just going to take a little drink while everybody does it. Oh, if you ever have a little kid at home, don't kiss them goodnight when they have a cold. It's the worst thing you can do. Just hurts. Oh, that's how I'm ready. Okay, awesome. Let's go. Hurry up, Will. Let's go. Ready. Okay, I swear. Okay, I'm going to plow through this real quick, and then we'll be done. And we're going to all go make some money for Mother's Day. And you know what? We're going to make moms smile because they're going to get our stuff, and they're going to go, I love you, kid. That's awesome. It's beyond that, right? So here's what we're going to do. Mother's Day boot camp. The info and the methods I've shown you today only scratch your surface, not even a dent, right? So, oh man, I screwed that up. You can see that I'm using an old slide and this is live. So the Mother's Day Bootcamp is all about showing you what to do and holding you accountable. So what is it though? It's a boot camp designed to get you profitable fast, right? So not just what to do, how to do it, holding you accountable too, and motivating you. Okay, motivating and accountability, it's all combined, it's all wrapped up. If you ever bought a course and you're on your own trying to go through it and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do now. Maybe I'll do it later. Not with me. I'm going to ask you to do a journal in the group to keep you motivated and keep you accountable to yourself and to us. Okay, that's the power of it. It works. It's ready and waiting for you. So what are you getting? You get a lot. Okay, you get 3 live webinars. Each webinar is over the shoulder training. So this webinar was not really over the shoulder. The other ones are. They're over the shoulder. You watch me do it. Then you apply what I did to your own products and campaign. That alone is about $1,997 in value. I've got some bonuses for you too, but first, think of disposable income. If you're thinking of purchasing something and you go, well, where am I going to get the money? Well, you have disposable income because we all dispose of income that's left over after we paid all the bills. For me, I go to Tim Hortons like 3 times a day. That's my coffee break. That's where my disposable income goes. If I took, like $5-6 a day times 30 days, that's 180 bucks. If I took a month or two worth of coffee at Tim Hortons and bought something, invested in myself instead, I'd probably be further ahead. I may be a little grumpy if I didn't get my coffee, but coffee is just one example. Instead of going out, when you go out for dinner, take your family out, you're spending like 150 bucks, 100 bucks, 150 bucks, depending on where you're going. If you don't take them out like 2 or 3 times a month instead and invest in yourself, that's your disposable income. Take some of that and invest it in yourself to speed up your learning curve. So here's the thing. Everyone needs a little hand holding. We touched on this, but that's what the first bonus is all about. It's the Mother's Day private mastermind group. This is where it all goes down. Okay. This is as valuable as the actual training, webinars, everything else. That's got a $19.97 value. It is as valuable as the webinars, if not more, because you're in there, you're accountable, you're journaling, and I'm going to be checking up on you. We're all going to be holding you accountable. Okay. You have to. If you only got that, would it be worth it? I think so, for sure. So here's what you're getting. The webinars, the bonus one of the private Facebook group. So we're up to about 3,994. We've got another bonus for you, but first, quick question, right? What's the difference between time and money? The biggest difference between time and money is you always know how much money you have in your bank account, and money comes and goes, but you don't know how much time you have. You should always value your time over money, okay? Because the second I just took to say that is gone forever, whereas money will come and go to me, okay? Money replenishes. Time doesn't. You can trade one for the other. But back to the bonuses, okay? Bonus number 2 is 21 days of motivational, accountable, and instructional emails sent to your inbox. So that's about a $4.97 value. This is where I say, what did you do today? Go post it in the group. Hey, from that webinar, I showed you this. Have you done it yet? I want your answer in the group. How many tests have you done? I want your answer in the group. This is where I kick you in the butt, and then I check up on you. And I say, you know what? I gave you some homework on the webinar. Did you do it? And if you guys are all going, oh, that sounds crazy. It sounds like I'm going to have somebody who really wants me to succeed and has my back and is pushing me, even if I don't want to. It is crazy, and it does work. I've done a lot of these boot camps, and the successes that are coming out of them are awesome because of this, the motivational, accountable, and instructional emails that you get. And one more bonus I'm going to throw in. There's already how-to videos on the group, and these are covering like some basic stuff on how to set up business manager, ad accounts, pages, campaigns for likes, and as well as ads and images and all that good stuff, dark posts. It's all covered in there. That could be alone like about $1,000 value, right? So you've got two choices. Don't do anything, right? That's risk-free. Just go back to whatever you're doing. Ignore that you came on here, or pony up a small amount of money. And this is small in the big picture, very small compared to what you would spend if you tried to do it on your own. So it's almost decision time. But let's review quick. 3 over-the-shoulder webinars, private mastermind group, 21 days of emails, how-to videos, $5,488 in value. Now there's 2 types of people. There's Lazy Larry, eating his Cheetos, getting fat, playing the Wii. You know, sometimes I want to do that. And then there's Take Action Ted, the fist pump champion of the world. I love Take Action Ted. If you're female, you're the female version of Take Action Ted, okay? These are the people I want. Here's the Take Action Ted. Started my test campaigns a few hours ago, had my first shine on sale. Thanks, Will, for the great course. And that's me. I love these posts. That just made my day. I actually showed that to my wife, and I said, look at this. She's like, wow, that's pretty cool. It is. It's awesome. That's what I want to see from every one of you. Information alone is not going to help you. Taking action on it will. Accountability will. I put together a package that's going to over-deliver on value for you. It's on you now, so stop making excuses. That's what you're getting. Total value, $5,488 in value, probably more. So if all it did was give you 24-hour access to a group of people like you ready to help with your products and Facebook ads, would that be worth it? If it just showed you exact steps over the shoulder training live on 3 webinars, would that be worth it? Sure it would. Save you thousands, try to learn it all on your own, that'd be worth it. You get all that. Okay, how awesome is that? So I had a choice, go cheap, first option, or charge more, selling to less people, allowing myself to give them more attention. So I went with the second option today. It's got a combined value of $5,488. You see why it's a good deal. It is a good deal at that. The general public price is $997, but today, because you're here on the webinar, and I didn't forget about the free thing, but you can go ahead and buy it. If you win, I will refund it. Get started now, $497, ppc-coach.com/mum. You don't have to use the code mum at all because it's already listed at that. I gotta remove that. That's 50% off, okay? General public price is $997. So it's a red pill or blue pill time. Take the blue pill, story ends. You wake up in your bed, believe whatever you want to believe. Take the red pill, stay in Wonderland. I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Morpheus to Neo. There it is. Okay, I'm going to do the draw in about 1 minute for the winner. Excuse me. ppccoach.com/mum. Questions. It's in the bottom there of the screen too if you want it. Post them in the group, or you can email me too, whatever you want to do. Order now for instant access. Then I'm going to take some questions. I'm going to go through some common ones here in a second too. So what's the difference between now and later? Now you might be struggling. Later you're not going to be. You're going to succeed. If you allow yourself permission to succeed and you say, I deserve this, you're going to. This is everything you need to profit from Mother's Day. It's all wrapped up, packaged in a big bow, just waiting for you. Get in there. Okay, ppc-coach.com/mum. Other questions, email me, ppccoach@gmail.com. Common questions, I get some all the time. And I've got 6 of these, and then I'm going to get to the draw, okay? So what if I've never created a Facebook ad before? That is awesome, because I don't have to break any of your bad habits. I don't have to retrain you. You get to start fresh. That's even better. What if I don't learn anything new? You're going to. Okay, I've always got new stuff because I'm always experimenting, I'm always tinkering, I'm always coming up with new ways, new angles, new approaches. You will. Okay. How is it delivered? 3 live webinars, Facebook group, how-to videos, daily emails delivered to your inbox. That's how it works. Is it live or can I access it whenever I want? The webinars are live, but then the replays are going to be posted in the group so you can watch them at your convenience. So it's kind of a combination. It's like a hybrid. Will it work for e-commerce? Yeah. I'll show you Gear Bubble and also Shine On, and you could use GB Pro too. Okay, if you wanted to. They just came out with some new cutout things that you could do for Mother's Day. Do I get lifetime access? Absolutely. Is boot camp right for me? Of course. Now, this isn't, I should change this. If you want to sell during the time where you can buy a gift from, get people to buy gifts for moms, I should say. Of course it's right. Is it too late to start? Nope. We're actually primed perfectly for Mother's Day because we're about 59 days out. This is perfect. Perfect time to get started because by the time you run a couple tests, get some products going, you'll be right in the thick of it. If you wait, if you would say, is it too late to start and we were a month from today, I would probably say, you might catch the tail end, but you want to be there now. Now is the key. Mother's Day comes and goes every year, but May 13th in North America is what we're shooting for. Where can I go to get more questions answered? Facebook.com, groups, PPC Coach group. Okay, so get started now. Now, we are right at an hour, and as I promised, I'm going to give away one of these spots, and it's a $497 value. It's $500 that I'm giving away right now. Who won it? I'll tell you right now. What I did in the side here is I did a little random number generator, and then I went through the list of attendees, and I said, well, what number is this guy here? And when I look at the attendees, I'll tell you, it kind of goes by alphabetical. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Number 22 won. Okay, so who is number 22? Well, I can't really show you everybody on this webinar, but and this is crazy. I swear to God I didn't plan this, but Haimerl Pringle, I'm sorry for using your last name, but you won, buddy. Haimerl, and I'm so glad that Haimerl won because Haimerl's an awesome guy. He's been on through a lot of my training, and I did the random number generator, and it came to you. So number 22 is Haimerl. So the winner is Haimerl. Haimerl, if you bought, send me an email, ppccoach@gmail.com. I will refund your purchase. If you didn't purchase, just send me the login information, or actually request access. Send me an email anyway. I'll send you the link to the group, and then you request access. I'll manually add you to the email list, the webinars, and the group. All right, so congratulations, Haimerl. You won $497 value. You deserve it too. If anybody deserves it, this guy deserves it. You'll see him in the group. The guy's awesome. So Haimerl, congratulations. If you're still on here, I hope you are. Now I'm going to go through some quick questions here that I'm seeing. And Haimerl, I paid. Oh, all right. Well, you know what? You didn't pay now, my friend, because I'm going to refund you. So I'll go through. It's Stripe that it goes through. So I'm going to go in after the webinar here, and I'm going to refund you. And I'm going to go through with this. So that's awesome. I'm so glad that Haimerl won. There we go. Get started. Get in there. A lot of people are getting in there already. I'm pumped for Mother's Day, man. I can't wait. There's different products we're going to show. We've got so many options. There's so many options. It's just going to be kick butt. So Haimerl won. I'm going to scroll through some questions now. Let's go back up here. Oh, quite a few. All right. So I'm going to rip through these. If I don't answer your question on the webinar, go into the group and post it, and I'll answer it there. All right. So here's, bought your engraving profits course. Had a $240 sale on a test campaign yesterday because I took action on your training. Looking forward to building a profitable campaign. I love that. Jeremy, awesome. Awesome. So can we just sell it through Gear Bubble or do we need Shopify? I'm going to give you options on this one, so you don't necessarily need Shopify. It's going to be optional to use it. Let me see here. Well, there's so many questions. Do we need engraving profits? No, you don't, but it will definitely help you. Boot camps are more about the side that is missing from courses. So courses provide you with all the technical details, everything you need, the how-to. Boot camps provide you with accountability, motivation, and journaling, and everything else that you're missing. Okay, so that's why I run boot camps. I love them. Plus, they motivate the hell out of me because I make more money selling my own stuff running through my boot camps than I do on the boot camp itself. So I do this for selfish reasons because I too am human and I need motivation. I need accountability. So when I see everybody else kicking butt, it motivates the heck out of me to get in there and kick butt for my own campaigns, right? Because we work alone. It's crazy. Will I teach Photoshop in the course? I am going to cover it on a live webinar. Yes, I am. Another question. Let's see here. Awesome. I'm so ready. Do we get immediate access? Yes, you do. Checkout is not working. Oh, okay. I just tried it over here. Seems to be going. Make sure you put a dash, ppc-coach.com/mom. Yeah, it's working. If you're having any issues with the checkout and you want to get in, just email me and we can do it through PayPal as well. And if anybody doesn't have Stripe or doesn't want to use a credit card, email me, ppccoach@gmail.com, and we can get you in through PayPal. Typically, how much of a budget do I have to have in order to be successful? You can start small and you can work your way up as your cash flow comes in. All right. Does this come with advanced FB marketing 2018 strategies? Yep, they're updated ones. I've got some big ones in there too. Oh boy. I lost my FB account before Christmas. Are you selling on any other platform besides Facebook? Oh, that sucks. Jay, no, I'm using Facebook mainly. I am getting into Google shopping ads now and YouTube. When does this start? Join now. You can get in there. There's videos in there. You can get going before the first live webinar, which is next Tuesday. I'm in. Awesome. How can I win the spot? Okay, we did the spot. Congrats to the winner. Paid. What's your email address? ppccoach@gmail.com. So if anybody's having trouble, email me. Yeah, you can pay by email, Patricia, ppccoach@gmail.com. I will, you can actually send payment there if you wanted. That's my PayPal account. And then just send me an email with the receipt from PayPal. I'll get a notice too. And then I'll send you the link to the group, and I'll have to manually add you to the webinars and the email list, but it's no problem. Hale's a great guy. I am glad he won. Me too. I'm definitely glad he won. What if I have engraving profits? Then good. Then you've got a head start. So this is going to cover more than just the technical side. When will the webinars be complete with Mother's Day 60 days out? Webinars are every Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, starting next week. Last one is April 3rd. All right. Are you creating unique designs to each of these broad interest niches? Are you using a broad design and targeting these niches with the same design? Targeting, what I try and do is when I'm starting, I use broad targeting with my designs. And then eventually I'll shift to my lookalikes, and then I'll shift to my custom audiences. Like when I'm doing tests for the moms for a mother's product, I want to get to the point where I'm just targeting my retargeting list for it, because those are people that have clicked my ads in the past, and I know they're interested in Mother's Day stuff. Is PPC Coach course enough? Well, there is no PPC Coach course. There's a website with group coaching, but there's no course on that. Quick question: when targeting Mother's Day buyers, should we target engaged shoppers plus the mom's interest? See, that's a myth. You don't need to, Frank. You could target engaged shoppers in anything. It doesn't have to be mom, because you got to figure the odds are in your favor that somebody's got a mom. That's the way it works. When I'm in the daughter niche, and I've done a crap load of sales in the daughter niche, my targeting is parents. That's it, parents. That's my targeting now. Or it could be like hunting, or it could be fishing, and I could throw in engaged shoppers on top of that, or online shopping, or happiness, or love, or whatever. But you don't have to, because you got to play the odds. You got to figure this person who's seeing it, like with the daughter niche, there's a 50-50 shot. Well, it's a lot lower, because do they have kids? First of all, I got to make sure I'm targeting old enough, so I got to cut out a lot of younger people that I don't know if they have a daughter. But I've got an age range now that I know they have a child. I don't know if it's a son or daughter. That doesn't help me. With Mother's Day, I know they have a mom. guaranteed. Just think, like, back out of that and say, who's got a mom? And that's who you target. It's everybody. You could literally just break down, you could experiment and run a wacky experiment and go 1 year age ranges by country, and that's it. And you could advertise Mother's Day stuff. I swear that would work. So if we want to pick one, which one would you suggest? Engraving Profits or the Bootcamp? The Bootcamp right now, just because Mother's Day is coming up. That's what I'm focusing on, and I'm going to give you enough. There's enough how-to stuff in here to get you going with it. The Engraving Profits is really good though for engraving because you can get some higher payouts. So I think they complement each other. How long will the bootcamp be for? 21 days, starting next Tuesday. So I'm selling dog necklaces, and I made the same things in courses, but I think the problem is with 0 sales for the moment, but we'll fight for it. I will never stop till I win. Okay, one thing that I see right there is dog necklaces, okay? Unless it's a memorial one for a dog that passed away, it's not sentimental enough. Okay, I've seen a lot of guys make that mistake and think they can make a funny dog necklace or a cute dog necklace. It doesn't work. If you're going to do a funny thing for a dog, do a coffee mug or a hoodie or whatever, t-shirt. Necklaces have to be mushy, 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 emotional, sentimental. That's the only way they sell. All right? Gary's saying it's worked for me. Good. I'm glad checkout's working. When should you start Mother's Day related campaigns? Yesterday, Adrian. Seriously, I've been running Mother's Day for a couple weeks now. And I know I'm the same type. When I go into Walmart, I walk in Walmart and I see like back to school stuff come out in like end of July. I think, man, screw off Walmart. I don't want to see back to school stuff. Well, actually I do because I don't mind when the kids go back to school. But the kids are like, I don't want to see back to school, but you have to be in front of this. And online, we have to be further in front of the holiday because we have to allow for production and delivery time to make sure we keep our customers happy so they'll come back and buy from us again. So we want to give it as much lead time as possible. And even people that are thinking, if they see your ad now and they think, oh, well, nah, it's too early for that. In your ad, you can literally put, make sure you get this now so you have it on time for Mother's Day. Don't wait. Don't be a last minute Lucy or whatever you want to call them, right? The further in advance we go, the better, but 59, 60 days out is a good thing. In the boot camp, can we post specific questions like FB ad stats for evaluation? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. You're buying my time and I'm going to help you. So the more information you give me, the more you post in there, the more you're going to get out of it. I want you to post that. I want you to say, I launched this campaign. I don't know what's going on. It's not working. And I'm going to go in there and help you. That's the whole point of the boot camp. So when should it start it now? Yeah, my email, ppccoach@gmail.com. No hyphen in the email. I had to buy a hyphen in the domain name way back when I bought it because somebody had the the real domain. Some guy owns it, and I don't even think he knows the hyphenated version exists. Where do we go to get started? You go to ppc-coach.com/mom. Once you go through the checkout, there's a thank you page with full instructions on how to join the group. And that the group is our home base where it all takes place. There's a shared doc in the group with all the videos. Webinars are all in there. When you join, you're automatically signed up to the email list and the webinars. Okay, you don't have to do anything else. There's another one. Oh, I think this is repeating. I think I got a bug in the questions here. Let's see here. Are you currently crushing it with Mother's Day products? If so, please leave us some customers for us. I just got into it like a couple weeks ago, so I'm doing okay. I'm ramping up. What I'm doing is the exact methods that I'm going to show you guys. So I test, I launch my winners, and I scale my winners. So right now I'm still going through a lot of test phase. I never stop testing products because I always want to find new ones. And then once you'll find if you can get to the point where you've got like 10 products running profitably, that's awesome. A couple of those are going to scale to very, very big numbers. Okay, that's how it works. It's a numbers game. The more you put in the top, the more money will come out the bottom. It always works that way. The more effort you put in, the more action you take, the more tests you make, the better your chance of success, the better chance you get lucky, in double quotes. So that's what we want to do. A lot of people are already in there. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna do my best to make sure you are profitable for this Mother's Day, because I love these boot camps. Like I said, they motivate me too. I'm going to close it off now because my throat's getting sore again, and it's coming up on lunchtime here in Canada. Time to go make me a bologna sandwich. I appreciate you all coming on. I'm going to put out the replay shortly. So if you guys saw anything in the Photoshop section and you want to kind of pause it and go through it, that's fine. A lot of you guys know this already, but thanks for coming on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I totally appreciate your time. Haimerl, congratulations on winning the free spot. I'm going to go in and refund your purchase right now. Everybody else who's not on, or if you're on the fence, post some questions in the group or send me an email. Let me know what's stopping you. Okay, sometimes what's stopping you is a gray matter between your ears because it's trying to protect you because it fears that you're going to fail. That's natural. Okay, what we're going to do is give you a mindset shift so that you give yourself permission to succeed and you say, I deserve it and I'm going to kick ass. If you wake up every morning and say that phrase every morning you wake up, you're going to have a good day and you're going to succeed with this. That's I've been doing this for so long, and I've seen that one of the biggest hangups is doubt. People doubt themselves. Don't doubt yourself. You're going to have everything you need. All you have to do is execute it. If you execute it properly and consistently, you cannot help but succeed. Okay, that's just the way it goes. I'll see you guys in the group. I'm going to go grab a drink. Thanks for coming, and have a great day.